Good morning. You are listening to our first LiT podcast, a weekly show we designed to help you to find abundance and happiness in your life. I'm happy you are here. I'm Andreas, Franz, your host today. I'm a long-term student here in LiT, a businessman and also a coach in real life, let's say for people in my office who have troubles at work with their colleagues, their bosses, or in their private lives with their spouses at home. In our podcast, we will talk about real life issues and how to manage them. A few days ago, I had a longer talk with one of my colleagues who works in the main office for more than 10 years. He's a kind of a person who puts lots of efforts in his work, does overtime, unpaid, and basically is supportive to everyone. So he got the idea that he deserves a promotion on the salary increase. And he met his boss, but instead of getting promoted, the boss blamed him for mistakes in the past and showed an attitude like, hey, you should be grateful that you have still work in our company. Later on that day, this co-worker came to me and he took me aside and asked just one single question. If your boss would treat you like this, do you think this is something you could tolerate, or would you speak up? Well, I think we all can relate to such problems. We do something nice and expect a reward, and at the end we don't get any reward at all and just get blamed for something on top of it. Sometimes it just sucks. First of all, I told him, I think you got really screwed and you are entitled to feel disappointed about it. A couple of things then popped into my mind. Being grateful in life doesn't include or mean accepting people who treat you poorly. Think about what matters most. And what matters most is about how much money you need. Does this job cover anything you need, or do you need more? Maybe you have more goals or need more money to go on with your goals. If you don't need more money, then just forget about everything. You cannot control your boss' behavior, but you can control how you deal emotionally with all this crap you heard him saying. Let go of unimportant things you cannot control. But if you do need more money, then don't accept this meeting as a final decision. But you gotta be really careful here, because don't compare yourself with others who already get paid more. Don't compare. Make sure that your desire to make more money is not why someone else is getting paid more in the office. Always think about your own situation. If you feel the whole situation is extremely insulting or humiliating for you, like a situation you cannot live with anymore, then get your resumes prepared and just look around. But I still would go back to the company and renegotiate. You always work best in the structure you are already familiar with. So I would go back to them and say, okay, I'm not going to lie, it will be a difficult conversation for me, but I want you to know how I feel. I feel disappointed about not getting the promotion I felt I deserved, But don't defend yourself right now. Don't go into this game of defending yourself. Tell them, this is what I want to make as a salary, so how can we meet in the middle and make this work? Tell them I'm doing a pretty good job and I'm here for the benefit for everyone, not just for myself. And if your HR manager cannot meet you in the middle of a conversation, or let's say it takes them ages to go back to you after the meeting, then formally submit a proposal that describes in writing what your expected arrangements should be like. Give them another week, and if that doesn't work out, then look for alternatives. In many cases, when you recognize your own value, you stand up for yourself and say, I believe that there should be more than this. In lots of times, when someone sees you respect yourself, when you value your own work and value yourself, then in many cases that gives them like a wake-up call, and it may end up as a good thing, as a win-win situation. Tell them that you want to get paid better and that you want to work hard for this. You can blend or mix these things together. And all these things add up and will increase fair respect for you by doing just one thing: standing up for yourself. That sums up today's episode. Make sure to tune back to LiT podcast. We are here to bring positivity back into your lives.